Howdy everyone in the chat. It's time for one of the final matches of the tournament. We have very few left. So congratulations on both of you for making it this far. We got PxlWeezy on the left, we got JJ on the right. How you guys doing today?
Hell, I think
Yo.
both JJ and I are pretty nervous. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I was just saying in Weezy's chat, I don't know. I feel like I haven't felt this nervous for a race in the tourney yet. Maybe the first one, but apart from that, no, this is definitely pretty nerve-wracking for me. Just knowing how far into the bracket we are at this point.
Yeah.
But I'm feeling good otherwise.
I mean, I mentioned before we started that last year your guys' placings in the tournament were 7th and 9th, respectively. So right now we're battling it out for 4th place right here. So moved way up the bracket. And both of you guys feeling a little bit anxious, right? I imagine, yeah, Pixel a little bit more since JJ got a big PB just recently.
Yes. Now we're closer in PBs.
Yep,
Yeah, it's really close.
9 seconds separating your guys' PBs. So, sure it'll be an epic race. And, we'll find out who the winner of this race will be racing soon. I think Zoink's going to be hosting that one on Saturday, Sunday.
Ooh, boy. I believe Saturday, I think. I think it's like late Friday night.
Oh, yeah. Let me... Not that it
I
matters
saw 11
right
p.m.
now.
my time, I'm pretty sure.
I thought I saw 8 p.m. my time.
Unless things change.
June
Unless it
27th,
was
8
Saturday.
p.m. That's Friday.
That's
Friday night at 8, yep. So, should be exciting. Anyway, that match is in the future. This match is right now. Are both of you guys ready to go?
Boy.
I'm ready.
I am ready.
Take a deep breath. Deep breaths, everyone.
In through your nose, out through your mouth.
Yeah.
We saw.
Okay. We ready to go?
I'm ready.
Yep.
Cool. I'll count you down, and we'll get her started. So start it up
Ready.
in 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck, Pixel.
You too, man.
All right, both of them have been dragged out into their chats. Let me go ahead and pause my audio. We'll get the Xbox audio going today from JJ. Here we go. So now that I've got the intro, hi everyone in chat, Harpy, Shaman, Azes, Meep Jeep, everyone else. Again, this is the loser semifinals. Of course, we have Xbox versus N64 going on right now, and so their routes are going to be very different. I always say asses. I know it's asses. But there's very clearly Zeds. So yeah, JJ going to be the last one leaving Banjo's house, but of course the first person on his way to Spiral Mountain. It's cool. Just like you. Finger guns. Thanks for the sub, Briggs. Enjoy your cheer emotes. One day I'll get more. 8 p.m. is that Pacific or Eastern, so you can mark it on the calendar? That would be Pacific. We'll go over that a little bit later at the end of the race. It's on the Discord, if you're in there. But that's local time via Discord events, so. Of course, it's got to be like a super scuff time because Miam's in Japan, so. Oh, I can't believe JJ got bottle skip there. That was so incredibly close. Like Banjo's toesies were almost like touching the grass. Alright, so like I said, JJ the first one out. Pixel, unfortunately not getting bottle skip, but it's a lot less important for him to nail it just because, you know, he can skip bottles text. Oh my god, best viewers. The bot lies. You guys are the best viewers. So yeah, JJ's got to go ahead and kind of listen to this text as well. So they're gonna enter Mumbo's. You know, I said last race that I always say Mumbo's Mountain out loud so I don't accidentally say MT. But I just started saying Mayhem, so maybe it's just not working. it's not gonna happen, you guys. Alright, JJ entering Mumbo's slightly ahead of Pixel. So, pretty close race so far. MMM. And then MMM is MMMM. M&M. Not like Eminem or like M&M's, but like M and then another M. I feel like that's more confusing though, saying MMM and M&M. Ooh, that was a nice Ticker's Tower from Pixel. I feel like Pixel running on like, you know, super anxious mode about this race is gonna make him like just skyrocket through the level. M and M. Or I guess you could say M and M and yet again M. I don't know, I feel like we're taking this too deep. M and M and M. Rocket Banjo himself out of the chair. He needs to have like one of his cats like nearby. Oh, I see it in the background on his cat tree. Just resting. So if he ever gets like super anxious about how he's doing in the race, he can always pet his fluffy kitty and that'll calm him down. And I haven't had M&Ms in a long time. It's been like several months. And even then they weren't regular M&Ms, they were like the mini ones, you know, the baking M&Ms. I used to eat them like on the daily though. They were great. A good reprieve from the cursed Smarties, which I've kind of grown to hate. And you Americans in chat, I mean like chocolate Smarties, the Canadian ones. Peanut M&Ms. I feel like before I had the mini ones, I had the pretzel ones because I wanted to like try them out. And they were okay. Ooh, JJ missing a lot of these triangle notes. It's like one of the hardest parts about M&M is grabbing all the little triangle notes on the hill ledges. Like it's such like a subtle movement that you kind of have to like barely adjust your stick for, but I mean even then it's like it's just impossible to do fast unless you put like a million hours into it. I'm sure. You missed the sour Skittles? Something I bought I had to sneeze. Something I bought at a gaming convention that was here not too long ago. You know, there's lots of stands that sell their wares, right, in the merch halls. And, thank you, Blasted Asses. There's a lot of people selling dehydrated candy around here. And there's this one stand that sells dehydrated sour Skittles, but then they put like extra like citric acid powder on them. So they're already like dried sour Skittles, but then they're like extra sour. And I finally opened the bag up, and they're just, oh god, they're so good. Dehydrated candy, are those any good? They're very good. They're expensive because, I mean, food dehydrators are, like, really expensive. And so they gotta make their money back somehow. It's different, though. Dehydrated candy is basically, like, pure sugar. It's like... And most dehydrated candy is just, like, you know, dried gummy candy. It kind of puffs up. It's very good, though. I got some of those dehydrated sour Skittles, and then I got those, like, green gummy frogs. And then, cola bottles and root beer bottles. As opposed to the other candy. Well, I mean, like, gummy candies have, like, are gummy, right? They have that gelatin in them kind of thing. But dehydrating just kind of... just crystallizes them. Sounds like an instant toothache. I mean, it's the same. Like, there's no difference in, like, the amount of sugar in a candy, whether it's dry or whether it's not, but it's just, it feels like it's more because it's hard. And they're not rock hard, but they're very brittle. Oh, the Skittle with the powder? No, they're really easy to chew. All right, JJ jumping down, not going for the jump off the pipe. And of course, Xbox does clankers before TTC, so we're going to be seeing very different routes for the rest of the run. But anyway, they're very good. If you can get your hands on dehydrated candy, I would recommend. It's not for everyone, because some people prefer the soft rather than the crunch, but... if you kind of just suck on them, they kind of just dissolve into your mouth, so... but again, they're pretty expensive, so... but because it's like there's no water, it's like concentrated sugar, you can eat very few of them and be fine with that. Hey Briggs, I'm hoping it's going to be a good race, especially since JJ just got his PB. So JJ's time is now 9 seconds ahead of Pixel. So I mean, it's been a while in the tournament since we've had any race of runners with, like, really close PBs. I mean, Schlong and Miam aren't that far away, and their times are low, so, I mean, could be an interesting race there. But, I mean, it's always really interesting when you see racers who have PBs that are, like, less than 10 seconds apart. Pixel needs to lock in and finally sub 2. He'll get it eventually. When you hit that certain part in your skill level when, you know, your practice helps, but you're just kind of doing more of the same thing, it's all about just kind of spamming the runs out. Unless you can, like, unlock that ascension level, right? And then PBing just becomes easy, but that gets harder the lower your time gets. Yeah, but I mean, with Pixel, like, working lots, and then he's got, like, you know, like, a life outside of streaming as well, finding the time to just do runs is hard to manage sometimes. Good turnaround in the alcove there. So far, their respective levels have been going pretty well. I feel like both of them have... I mean, I don't know if both of them have, like, prepared for this. Like I said, I'm sure Pixel has done much less practicing than JJ has for this race. But... Hello, Jomara. I mean, so far, both of them are, like, really locked in. Alright. First big thing here. See if JJ can get this bolt jump. Good jump, good setup. Good flap. That was an incredible bolt jump. There was like no frames of like Banjo falling. He just immediately went into that flap. That was like a really good time. Really good peck to the grate too. And JJ isn't here to mess around. Doesn't get boner jump though. Yeah, I keep like going back and forth, you know, I mean, you know, obviously Pixel's area here is gonna be pretty tight. This flight section is much harder than going through Clanker 2. Ooh, I don't know about that. Oh, yeah, that worked. It was fine. That might be a little too high. Oh, it worked. Almost got the honeycomb. Don't want to say anything to jinx either one of them right now. Not that there's much to jinx on JJ's side, other than getting hit by the occasional blade. I mean, like I said, I just keep waiting for one of them to do something that makes me go, "Whoa!" But I mean, the only thing really left for Pixel is not dying to the crab. I can't say I've been paying super close attention to both of their levels, just because, you know, it's really hard to focus solely on one stream, but I mean, if Pixel gets the Death Warp, it'll be pretty close to gold from what I've seen. Maybe not. He's gonna be in about 10 seconds missing out of it, so maybe he didn't get a Blubber Jiggy. Good RNG there. I mean, either way, it's gonna be barely losing time, so pretty good TTC. Don't know what he lost time on, but everything I saw from that looked really good. It's like JJ is going to be losing a bunch of time too. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. honestly, those levels did look pretty solid for a race. And I mean, Pixel went from plus 5.2 after Mumbo's to minus 3.8, so he did save a lot of time still in the level. And yeah, Mithrandir, just like a sub 2 from either one of them in this race would be insane. It would definitely set them up for the loser finals. Oh, that's right, he is comparing to latest. No, he's comparing to, wasn't he comparing to average? I thought that's what he said before the race started. Maybe he is comparing to latest. That's right. That's right. Okay. It'd be really interesting to see what that is compared to PB, but... I mean, either way, it was a great time. Alright, so JJ gonna be opening up Bubble Gloop Swamp. JJ isn't taking the B into BGS, so we're going to be seeing that level way sooner on his stream than we will Pixel's. The magic of, the magic of Xbox. Oh, Pixel missed that note. Ooh, I probably would have gone for that note before that turned through the key. But maybe he's just doing this just to not upset the gloop cycle. Very different strat. Well, the RBA section in general is very different for Xbox. Because on N64, you take the B backwards from CCL lobby all the way to, you know, getting the lair jiggies, right? Pixel's gotta hunt down that bubble. You might need an extra one. That'll be good. But on Xbox, you take the B through the cauldron, and then just go back through a bunch of, like, other levels. So, I mean, JJ is gonna be taking the B back to Spiral Mountain, Mumbo's Mountain, PxlWeezy Peak, and Gobi's. Whereas Pixel just takes it through the lair into BGS and then does BGS. So the end of the game looks very different. And then both of them will pretty much be tied up when they go into Furnace Fun. Of course, Pixel has to run all the way through the lair to get there. Meanwhile, JJ will kind of just simply take the B there. So when they de-transform at the end of the run is basically when it syncs up again. It's like neither of them got the blubber jiggy. Very unlucky. Yeah, we'll be seeing JJ's boob as well. Very late down the line. One sec. Weird copy pasta? Yeah. I don't know who came up with it, but it's been around for a little while now. And I mean, it's not like one of those copy pastas. It's like you only see it once in a while, just because, you know, it's such a big trick for I mean, anyone that does Xbox, and I guess PAL uses it too. Someone in Pixel's chat. Yeah, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see the origins. Gogo might know, because I think Gogo's the one who started posting it around. A couple years. Has it really been a couple years? I don't remember the first time I saw it. I'm sure you could search in the Banjo Discord. Let's see when the first instance. Let's see, a curious man. Let's scroll all the way down. The first time it was posted in the Banjo Discord was by Pixel, April 4th, 2023. Let's see what the context is surrounding this. Oh yeah, Gogo, who wrote this? It's so good. Pixel, someone in my chat, became the best copy pasta in my community. Harpy, was it Zoltron? Nah, someone random. So just someone random, some unnamed artiste in Pixel's chat. It just reminds me of the you know, the Dark Knight meme, like, I never said thank you, and you'll never have to. Whew. Nice beak bomb to the honeycomb there from JJ. Oh, missed the jiggy though. Still recovered. That was a nice turnaround in flight there. Hello, Igor Bar. Thanks for the GLs all around. And I mean, I think that would be a great thing to happen for both of them to PB, but that's also one of the worst ways to lose a race. And it's happened to me as well. It's, you know, when you do a race, you PB, and then you still lose because the other person also PB'd. Like... Yeah, I don't know who decided to call it Brentilda Out of Bounds. It makes sense, but I think B Out of Bounds makes sense a lot more. But, I mean, you can get B Out of Bounds on the door, right? And so, Brentilda Out of Bounds is much more descriptive of what the trick actually is. So, it's one of those things. And I mean, yeah. Oh, the crab walked away. Is it going to be like an insta-death, or will they have to walk? Ah, he had to take a step. It's not like the Schlongster death where you just, like, immediately die. Alright, pretty rough TTC from JJ. A PB is a PB, that's right. But PBs mean very little when you're in a race. It's all about that W. That's one of the reasons why it's like, you know, you gotta have that mindset, right? so many people just kind of give up when they're not on PB pace anymore during races. It's like, what's the point? But, I mean, the point of a race was never to PB. I mean, obviously it feels nice. And it feels really, really bad when you see red splits when you're trying to, you know, focus. Mostly clean clankers. It was pretty clean. Lost some time over his latest. But only like 2 seconds. Alright, I just gotta post something in the announcements channel here. TSR is doing a BK any percent for GDQ hotfix, and he's gonna be running at SGDQ, so I gotta post an announcement soon. Pixel disappoints you? Why does Pixel disappoint you? Oh, he didn't fail. Well, it's not like I had a Gamba going, right? And I mean, we've seen so many failed FP earlies recently. I mean, like I said, they're both locked in, right? There's no failing tricks. I say right before YOLO Star. It was a good YOLO Star, though. A good content race? I mean, if Pixel puts up the content, then JJ also has to put up the content. We want this to be a nice close race, right? If we see non-stop content from one of the racers and they end up getting ultra omega smashed, then that's just not fun, right? Oh! I thought JJ was going all the way down. You meant content as in close? I mean, they're both making it. Oh no! Oh, dude, that happened last race too. Except I feel like I thought he was going down that time. I didn't get stopped. Man, I can't believe JJ played it that risky. That was close twice. It was close twice. Hopefully we don't see anything too risky. Not that that was like any time loss or anything, he just kind of got caught on the ledges, but... Finally home? Welcome home, Briggs. Thought JJ was getting tagged by one of those frogs. Man, Bubble Gloop is just so scary when you're on 2 health. I mean, I guess it's because, you know, the floor is lava. Or the floor is piranha. I guess is more accurate. Ooh, if Pixel would have beak bombed a little bit early there, he could have saved a feather. But why risk it, right? Good snowman. Electric toasters. I mean, if Bubble Gloop's full of electric toasters, then what's in Gobies and PxlWeezy? I feel like electric toasters would be more of an insta-kill than a slow burn, you know? Kind of like the acid in Rusty Bucket Bay. There's a skull and crossbones around there, right? Surely it's a one-hit kill. Oh, it's one of the wrong answers for Furnace Fun. I don't think I've ever seen that question. What made the least sense to you as a child? Electric toasters in the swamp? Because I feel like a talking bear and bird is already confusing enough, right? Oh, the acid on RBB. Yeah. I always thought it was an insta-kill. What are unelectric toasters? I mean, I guess if you hold a piece of bread up to the sun on a really hot day, right? Or fire. Just straight up fire is probably a better answer than what I gave. You know when people say it's hot enough to fry an egg on the sidewalk? Just throw a slice of bread on there too, right? Cook a whole breakfast on the sidewalk. Easy. I remember I had like a grad camping trip in my high school grad year, right? And we were within walking distance from a corner store on like the way to the campground. And you know, we were done, you know, activities for the day, and it was just kind of, you know, chill time camping. So me and some friends walked down to the corner store and we bought a pack of bacon. And we kind of went into the woods and we found some big sticks, and then we we fried our bacon over the campfire and then ate it. That was a good memory. And I mean, we didn't wash the sticks or anything. We just wrapped our bacon around the sticks and then just kind of, you know, the fire burns off all the impurities, right? So we didn't give one wahey for the boggy race. It's okay, we can have... I was trying to think of a B pun. Buzz hay. Buzz hay for JJ's boggy race. And we got another one. Pixel's got to do another one. I guess JJ has to do a boggy race as well, so... opportunities. We watched a video of someone frying an egg on the sidewalk. Yeah, I keep seeing about the heat wave stuff, and it just reminds me that I'm very lucky to live where I live. It doesn't ever get that hot here, so I think we talked about this the other day. I mean, I guess hot is like, you know, in the eye of the beholder, right? But there is like a temperature where you'd go like, man, that's really hot. But below that line, below that, you know, that line of, wow, that's hot, everything else is kind of subjective to your living condition. I don't know what the temperature is in, like, you know, the southern states right now. But I'm sure if I was there, I would die instantly. Does JJ throw to Vile? Probably not. I mean, if JJ loses to Vile, that would be so terrible. I mean, losing to Vile is just one of those things. It's just like, we need the Vile song. You're gonna have to be more specific. There's a lot of Vile songs these days. I actually haven't scanned through the Pixel hosting matches of this tournament so far. Has he played his Vile song during the during Vile? You only know one. Duck's got one, and Pixel's got one. Yeah. Everyone spam your hit waheys! Wahey, wahey, wahey. And I know everyone's doing the wahey with an E, and that is correct, technically, in my eyes. But this is Banjo-Kazooie, and Bottles does say wahey with an A. They are different from game to game. Yeah, Pixels is much more crude than Ducks is, for sure. There's definitely some shenanigans going on with Vile's wife in that one. Or something about his Wi-Fi not working properly, depending on how you interpret it. Alright, round 3. I think that's like the most Yumblies I've ever seen spawn for round 3. And Pixel is way ahead of his last run. Then again, I guess he failed FP early in it, so... yeah. It's always, you see that giant road during the Yumblies phase, and then when the Grumblies pop up at the top of the screen, all of a sudden they all burrow, and you're left with, like, nothing. Meanwhile, you have, like, nothing to eat while you see Vile's score just go up and up and up. Alright. GG's. Vile be done. It's time for Pixel's run to go to shit. Or, pog off. Time for MMM early. How's the race? Right now, it's very close. I think both of them haven't been messing up really anything. Currently, Pixel's best possible time is favored, but I think he has a way better sum of best anyway, so it's not really accurate. I guess the only really way is to compare them. And right now, they're both about a minute off of their sums, so I'd say they're about pretty even. Yeah, close until Pixel fails this in a sec. But we'll see. We'll see if he does it right. I don't think JJ does MMM early, so we'll see. Alright, here we go. Yeah, JJ doesn't do it, I figured. Oh, Pixel misses the frame. Alright, so at least that was a fast fail. I mean, it was still a fail, so not great, but... Alright, come on, Pixel, you got this. Alright, late frame. Let's have a look at his frames. That's good. Okay. Quick twirly there. That was good. Good twirly. Not getting his punch cancels right away. His twirlies are definitely on point for this late frame. Pretty fast late frame. But punch cancels kind of sucked at the end there. Either way, he made it in. Technically one fail, but it was a really fast fail, so... The one fail kind of matches up to having to, like, go open MMM early anyway. Or, not MMM early, MMM. M&M. M&M early. IMM so you can MMM. So yeah, both of their best possible times are, they're getting more even after Pixel had that fail, but... Oh! JJ falling down. Trying to dodge the snowball a little too hard there. Half yellow star. I think half yellow star is fine though. Yellow star just feels so bad to like fail, so. Yeah, Zoink, have you started setting up for the race? The scene isn't that hard to get up. All you really need is just set it up. Make sure everything works. Easy peasy. You have not started yet. Oh! Nice napper skip from Pixel. And he teleported the door. Super swag. Half YOLO... So with YOLO Star, what you do is you beak bomb to the tree, run up it, jump through, then you jump back and like beak bust through. But with half YOLO Star, you beak bomb high enough to beak bomb through the star, then you turn around and then you do the beak bust to get through there like twice. So you like fly through it a second time, beak bust, and then kind of fly through it, or like recoil through it the other way. Is there another race after this? No, it's not happening until Friday night. Did JJ miss the Jiggy and the Snowman pipe? He's going to be getting it later. JJ has to come back to the level later as the B. I think he gets it later. You already got that, JJ. Actually, yeah. I don't remember if you go up that far as the B. You kind of just do the, you kind of just do the walrus race, or the bee race, and then Waz's cave. A new video game called Rough. No. But to be honest, I can't tell if you're setting me up for a joke. I'm just waiting for like a D's Nuts variation to come out. Combination between Paper Mario and Banjo-Kazooie sounds pretty okay, though. Rough and the Riverside. Let's see, Rough and the Riverside. I see what you mean by combination of Paper Mario. Oh, it's coming out for Switch. Switch 2 or Switch 1. Oh, it's coming out on Steam too. Oh, there's a demo on Steam right now also, yeah. Planned release date, June 26, 2025. That's today, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it's coming out today. Looks cool. I might have to dig more into the preview later. I mean, maybe it comes out on like... Well, it looked like it was coming out for Switch, but it might be like an eShop title, like, you know, your third-party developer. I don't know. Either way, I'll definitely check out more of it for sure. It's got a really interesting art style. But yeah. I mean, 16 hours. Yeah, 16 hours is like tomorrow. I just, for me, I'm very jaded about new games. I always feel like, you know, whenever I play games I like, I go, man, this game would have been awesome if I would have played it 10 years ago or more. So I feel like everything I like is just stuff that I can replay from my childhood over and over again. Not to be a video game boomer or anything like that, but it's just how it be. Yeah, I remember playing SM64 for the first time. With our N64, we got SM64 and Diddy Kong Racing. So I remember those like early days of like Ocarina of Time as well. Oh, yeah, he gets the pipe jiggy now. I had a feeling he didn't come back up here as the bee. One thing that makes me feel really old is I remember I have, you know, memories of playing on our Super Nintendo when I was a kid. That made me feel real old, thinking of like the first time I played games like Mario All-Stars and Donkey Kong Country. One of the things my mom always likes to like tell people about games is because, you know, when I was young, I used to play games with my parents, right? Because, I mean, that was, you know, the early days of video gaming, so my parents were still kind of interested in, maybe video games, whatever, before me and my sister were like, you know, let's go full out on video gaming kind of thing. But, you know, me and my mom would always play Super Mario Kart, right? You know, form the truce, and then I just stab her in the back with red shells every time. I was cutthroat even as like a 5-year-old. I remember putting a lot of time into Mario Paint as well. But I think I liked it so much because it was, you know, it had the special like Super Nintendo mouse and mouse pad. But I mean, Fly Swatter game was cool. Making music was cool. Good times. Alright, MMM early done for Pixel. Saved a lot of time over his last run. Currently on a 2:02 pace. JJ currently on a 2:01 pace though. Pixel's cooking right now. I mean, his run would be really, really good right now if he hadn't have failed the MMM early once. Oh, looks like he's comparing against his PB right now. So Pixel's currently plus 12 seconds on his PB. So he's on a very low 2:02 pace. Oh, I guess his PB had an MMM early moment too. Or just troubles in the level. Because Pixel saved 3 seconds on that MMM split. Compared to his PB. So... with one fail. But again, like I said, I can't stress this enough. It was a very fast fail. Alright, so now we switch places. We got JJ going to MMM, and then Pixel's going to be going to Gobies. Which I guess isn't switching places, but... nice synced fade out on the loading zones. Seeing syncs is always, like, super good. One last thought before I abandon the thought of, you know, old gaming. As a child, I also grew up, you know, with a Sega Genesis. And, I really want to go back and beat some of the games I couldn't beat as a child on the Sega Genesis. Because, I mean, I thought Sega games were a lot harder than Nintendo games, but it could have been just the games. Where Pixel has time save. I mean, he's got 20 seconds almost to save on this Gobies. So, 20 seconds here. He probably has lots of time save in Click Clock just because the level's so long. You know, maybe something happened during Furnace Fun. Nice Gobi clip. Shout out to Banjo Runner. I was saying this earlier to these guys, and I think I mentioned this a little bit. Hang on, let me pull up my tournament results here. I want to give a shout out to JJ. JJ placed 9th, tied for 9th in the last in last year's BK League Season 5. And now he's like here battling it out for 3rd and 4th place. It's definitely increased that consistency for racing. Pixel having a little bit of problems here. Turned his camera a little too fast with the for the Ancient One statue, so had to kind of wait. I feel like lots of people have kind of improved a little bit. Yeah, Harpy finished in 7th last year, ended up finishing in 5th this year. No, 9th. In 9th last year, ended up finishing in 7th, sorry, this year. Pixel out in 7th last year. He's up and battling for 3rd, 4th right now. Eric's out in 9th last year. Made it all the way to 5th this year. Yeah, the hamster mode is great. Yeah, how did you improve? Not even listed. But, I mean, there were some people on the tournament last year that didn't enter this year. KinkaZ wasn't part of it. Chile wasn't a part of it. Trep and Thunderful both weren't a part of it. I mean, last year Trep ended up getting world record in one of the races. Absolute madman. Whew. I thought JJ was getting sniped by the skeleton there. And I thought Pixel was gonna bonk off that ring. I don't even know if you can bonk off the edge of those rings. Oh, you can? Ooh, Pixel accidentally getting slamdoozled by the slope. Stupid Ancient Ones? I think you could say Stupid Ancient Ones even if you couldn't bonk. Stupid Ancient Ones not appearing in the order that you want them to, right? I feel like I haven't seen a lucky Ancient One spawn in a while. 2 HP. I don't even have the image anymore. I think once Zoink was out of the tournament, I deleted it. You know, sometimes memes are done to death, right? I feel like, you know, memes having their own special place and time are excellent. Pixel catching onto the strats. Are you talking about the Ancient One turnaround? Because that looked very spicy. I didn't comment on it, but it looked very nice. That was a good beak bomb to Gobi. Alright, we got the same pitch, the very cursed Mott's hand from Xbox. Seeing Water Pyramid clip beak bomb makes me cringe every time I see it. It never ever looks like it's gonna work to me, and then it always does. Yeah, someone get a tuner out here. Tune this organ. It's just like every note sounds the same. Oh! The Pixel got trolled by the mummy. Morgan really is a downgrade. Yes, indeed. Mr. Ghost Hand has been playing it for centuries. I mean, can we all like agree that that hand is the disembodied ghost hand of the real Mozart, right? Woo. JJ Goldfeather! Thank you! Oh my god. No Ghost Master Hand? Well, I mean, I guess Master Hand died in Smash 64, right? Which came out after Banjo-Kazooie. So, I feel like it's not Master Hand. JJ can't get on the tombstone. Well, at least he doesn't have to pick up that Jiggy as a pumpkin. Eats an extra Jiggy dance, though. It was really funny, though. It's the right hand? That would be Crazy Hand then, right? No, Master Hand is the right hand. Yeah, Crazy Hand is the left hand. Oh, I can't believe Pixel didn't get up on his nose there. Okay. Ancient One's done. Easy gold for this pumpkin split. Yeah, it doesn't have to move out of the way. Unfortunately, it's all one split, so gonna be bleeding a little extra. You still walked in that direction. Just the movement, right? It's so ingrained, and then, oops, I don't need to come do this. At least he didn't walk all the way over there. That was very funny, though. See, this is the kind of content we like to see, right? The good old stop and swap. Can't remember where the egg is when you spawn it in. It's in the bathtub, right? Can't remember. Or maybe it's in the sink. Alright, Pixel with an excellent amount of health for the end of his MMM. I mean, Gobies. Lost a little too much time at the beginning of the level to the Ancient Ones, though, so... And because I was paying attention to JJ for a good chunk of the middle part of the level, I didn't even see him enter Sandy Butt's Pyramid. I mean, I guess I saw him get the Jiggy at the end, but that was about it. Either way, Pixel losing quite a lot of time in that Gobies. JJ saving a bunch of time, though, so... Yeah, I feel like the Ancient Ones are always really rough. Their best possible times are still almost even. 17 seconds in favor of Pixel. But again, I feel like that favors JJ more because he's got a much worse some of the best. Trying to figure out like best possible time in terms of pace. I guess I don't know if it matters what their best is. Either way, Pixel missing the jump from the bollard over onto the box. I think you can call them bollards. We had to learn that terminology in Banjo-Tooie. Alright. See if JJ has a better Gobies than Pixel. And then what does Pixel's potential time save? I guess he's still in his lair part of his split, so we can't see potential time save for this RBB. But we will in just a sec. Same goes for JJ. They're both going to be entering around the same time, so... Alright. So, yeah, JJ's got about 12 seconds to save on this Gobies. Meanwhile, Pixel has 22 seconds to save on this RBB, so... I mean, we can all, you know, not even think twice about it until he's done with Engine Room. You know, obviously that's the first big, thing that can upset your time. I don't really want to say anything else, good or bad, about it until it's over. That was a weird clip through that mummy there for JJ. I think it was just, you know, invincibility frames, being able to pass through the mummy like that, but I feel like it lasted a lot longer than it should have. $68. Oh! Okay, I thought Pixel was gonna land just barely. Sorry, Zoink, I can't time you out. Because you're a mod, I can only time out people that aren't mods. I would have to log into Banjo Race in order to time you out, which is just way too much of a pain because I would need to grab my phone for 2FA. Can you time out Harpy? No. Only if Harpy redeems it. Gotta play it fair. Gotta play it fair. One day I'll set up Banjo Race to have bot privileges. So that way the channel point rewards will be kind of done through the bot. I need to put more jokes into that notepad I have for exclamation joke. Because I feel like some of them I'm starting to see like every time. Even though I think I have over 100 jokes in that doc. I need to find a way to get like people to like submit their own. But, you know, not to the actual doc, but to like kind of a like a purgatory, a joke purgatory, just so I can like, you know, make sure they're acceptable. I'm sure a privilege like that could be hella abused. And then, oops. People getting banned. Alright, JJ all set up for his death warp. Oh my god, I can't believe he got that note. I thought that hitbox was gonna be like just barely out of reach. I was so ready to just start screaming he missed the note. That was incredible. I gotta write that down. Let JJ know that he was so lucky. It looked like he missed it. It did. But we heard the jingle, and I saw the note get collected, so... He had a guardian angel watching him for that note. Just giving him a little bit of a extended hitbox there. You know, there's a game show that's played on fighting game streams, like Will It Kill kind of thing. I feel like this is one of those clips where you'd be like, you know, you pause the clip like 2 seconds before it happens kind of thing. Or like right as it's about to happen. And then you say, is this note getting collected, right? Woo! Nice job, Pixel. Managing to hop in and out without taking an extra damage. Alright, and JJ got all the notes in the sand before he died. So, not a bad Gobies. I mean, I guess a little bit of a bad Gobies, but not so bad of a Gobies. End up losing a bunch of time. And so, of course, like I said earlier, he's going to go back later and grab the rest of them as the B. Will it blend? That takes me back. Will it blend? That is the question. You know, whenever I think about the Will It Blend guy, I obviously think of, you know, the Weezer Pork and Beans music video because, you know, he was a part of that, right? And then you think, like, okay, so memes today are so different than they were back then. If you watch that music video and look at all the memes that are, like, shown in that video, it's like a time capsule, right? Like, you kind of look at it and be like, this is, like, a screenshot of what the internet was like in that day and age. And on one hand, it makes me nostalgic, but on the other hand, it makes me think of how humor has, like, degraded over time. Not that memes back then were any smarter than they are now, TBH. But it's just such a different landscape of the internet, right? I feel like you could almost, like, you know, have a history class on, like, the evolution of memes over the years. You know, first level memology kind of thing, right? That was a really cool jump off that platform for JJ. Pixel taking an extra dip into the water. Obviously didn't mean to, but here we are. Yeah. I mean, RBB is just like a rough time in general. He's definitely losing a lot of time, though. Well, maybe not a lot of time. He's got about 45 seconds before he starts losing time to his gold. and then plus an extra 36 seconds. Yeah. I mean, he had 23 seconds to save, but... he has a lot of damage to take inside. Well, I guess it's just one bite off the Champa. I feel like Pixel always gets the dance skip with the box. Pixel's got like a really cool looking setup for the dance skip, where he just kind of like goes underneath the Jiggy and like immediately jumps up. That's weird that Pixel takes the bonk off the wall and then the bonk off the flotsam instead of just the one bite off the dude there. Probably because if you get bit by the Champa, there's a risk that he ends up pushing you into the water. It's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, so anyway, he's gonna end up losing like 8 seconds, so... pretty below average RBB. Looking at their best possible time, Pixel's up to 2:00:39. And we got 2:00:43 for JJ, so still ahead. But I mean, JJ's still got to finish the RBB split. Of course, we have the very rough looking... oh my god, JJ had just enough eggs for that. I thought he was getting the Jiggy dance right there. That looked very close. This is tight. This is indeed a tight race. I mean, if both of them don't have too big a mess-ups going into their late games, like after their CCLs, I think that it could end up being, like, really, really close. But, I mean, CCL is a really long level. Anything could happen, so... CCL. Shut up, everyone. Everyone shut up. I was about to say, oh god, thank god Harpy wasn't the first one, but she was the first one. CCW, why do the letters have to be so close? Why can't we have more FPG? Well, I guess you never say GV. It's always Gobies. Click, clack, clock. I did it twice. I did it twice because I wasn't even thinking of it. It just feels so natural. Because it's the last level in both of the games. Maybe that's why it's so hard for me. MM and MT are both the first levels, and CCW and CCL are both the last levels. Right? You know, when I'm talking about FP, I never say HFP. I guess that's a whole another letter into the equation, but... maybe I just like 2E better. I mean, that's 100% a given. But, I mean, I don't know. It's just built into my brain. I can't help it. Forgive me, chat. Forgive me. Please. Although maybe I shouldn't be forgiven because I know that it's going to happen again. It's like, forgive me, but I'm not sorry. Hey, that's not a lie. I'm telling the truth when I say that. Also, when have I ever lied, really? Pixel going off the ledge, falling to his death. JJ, what are you doing? He just forgot the code. He did 3-1. What did he do? 3-1-2-1-2? It's like, how hard is it to remember 1-1-1? Once you put in the 3-1-2, you're home free. Alright, good spring clip from Pixel. That was a really good spring one from Pixel. Is this gonna be a gold split? Oh, just like 1 second off. It was close. Very close. Can Xbox soft lock? I honestly don't know. Up until like a week ago, I didn't even think N64 could soft lock in nav, so... Ah! Okay. Thought JJ was dying there. It's like, and I know people are like, what do you mean, GDO? Of course people can soft lock in nav. They've been talking about it for a long time. Well, I just never seen it. I'd never seen it, and so I thought it was like one of those, you know, one of those stories that people tell their, you know, people tell their kids just so they're good, right? If you're bad, you'll soft lock in nav, right? And it is a crash, yeah. It's not a soft lock. But I feel like people use the two terms interchangeably all the time. Yep, rip Snorkel number 2. But we'd all do it again. Just for a minus time on our RBBs. Is that gonna get the skip? Okay. I thought JJ was a little too low there. Ooh, he might get nipped by Snacker though. Oh, nope. It's faster than I thought. Alright, looks like JJ's losing a bunch of time in this RBB. But I mean, he was only 10 seconds off his goal in his PB, so... Ah, he's going into the water. Missed the flight pad by just a little bit. Oh, finally someone gets the gold feather on their beak bust. I feel like so many people have missed it. Alright, after that RBB, that puts Pixel's best possible time way in the lead. Oh, Pixel! Dude, Pixel's so calm. I feel like I would have been just wiggling around in my seat, trying to contain my rage. Ah, Pixel! No! Okay, now he's gone. Now he's fallen. Yeah, rip his best possible time. It's hey, he's making the race more even. He knows that he's ahead. He needs to sandbag just a little bit to give us some entertainment, right? Ooh, I thought he missed the shock pad there. That worm was atrocious. The worm of falling. Alright, so there's doing that jump not in Talon Trot always makes me feel like so anxious. Panicky, if you will. Worm should have fell with Pixel. I didn't see how close to the side of the edge it was. Yeah, either way, Pixel's already losing time on his summer. I mean, I guess once you feed Eerie, there's like really not a whole lot left to do. So, he'll probably be out in like 20 seconds-ish. Which will put JJ in the lead. Unless Pixel does more shenanigans. I'm gonna hold off on revealing their BPTs until after Click Clock's done for both of them. Just because there's so many ups and downs that could happen. Other than, you know, up the tree, falling down the tree. Maybe JJ will get the switch on his 5th try. I can't tell if the stream lags from JJ are on my end or on his end, but it keeps like kind of slowing down and then speeding up and then slowing down and then speeding up. The fact that it's not happening to Pixel makes me think that I can blame him and get away with it, but I don't know. Windows update. Nope, we don't want to do that right now. Sorry if I made anyone check their Windows notifications with that alarm sound. JJ kind of running in the wrong direction there. Windows 10 to stop getting supported. I mean, usually when that happens, Windows offers the free upgrade, right? They're like, hey, upgrade to Windows 11 for free. That's what happened to me when Windows 7 kind of stopped getting supported. And they were like, you have to upgrade to Windows 10. It's like, well, I don't want to. You have to. Your PC can't upgrade to Windows 11? I mean, living on Windows 10 isn't bad, right? It's not being supported, but that doesn't mean you can't run it. It just means, you know, you're more susceptible, I guess, to virus attacks. But I don't think that ever stopped anyone from staying on an older OS before. I've never seen Windows 11, so I don't know which I like better, but I couldn't imagine Windows 10 getting any worse. Honestly, Windows XP was where it was at. '11 is like Mac. You. See, I'm not really an Apple hater, but I don't like the way their OS looks. I think it just looks ugly. That's why I've never bothered to upgrade to Apple anything. I just want Windows to go back to having their search function work again. It's like, you know, when you search for something on your start bar, have your computer know that you're searching for things on your computer. If you wanted to search the internet for things, you would open the fucking internet. Am I right? I didn't know there was a Windows 8. I thought it went straight from Windows 7 to Windows 10. They don't fix that? Yeah, that's annoying. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Corporations will always try harder and harder to steal all your information. Yeah, I thought Windows 7 was fine. I remember I really hated Windows XP when it first came out because I played a lot of Minesweeper back then, and the Windows XP version of Minesweeper looked very like bubbly and blue and shit compared to like the original like Windows 98 classic Minesweeper. And so it wasn't only until a few years ago that I found like Minesweeper Classic online. And that's kind of recreates the original Windows 98 Minesweeper. But I was, yeah. Back then when I was like in early high school, I was playing in like, you know, late elementary school, I was playing pretty high level Minesweeper. I never played pinball on Windows XP. Minesweeper and Free Cell were my games. I played a shit ton of both of them when I wasn't, you know, playing StarCraft Brood War. I still enjoy playing Free Cell. A bunch of years ago, me and a friend, we used to do races. If you've never played it, it's basically it's a very simple single-player card game, but I really enjoyed Spider Solitaire when I first played it. I liked it way better than regular Solitaire, but Free Cell was my game for sure. And then I never played Hearts. Hearts was the other classic Windows game, and I never understood how it worked. I never played Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 until, or maybe it was Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, but I never played it until, until I was way older. Like, it had to have been, like, 2015-ish or something. There's a really good video about Roller Coaster Tycoon and how it was, like, you know, the best kind of game of its kind, and like the devs and all the stuff that they had to do to make it and stuff. I can't remember who. I think it was Internet Historian that put up that video, or it was something, but either way, a really, really informative video. I don't think I ever played Gunbound. The name sounds familiar, but I don't think I ever played it. Jiggy Jig skip from Pixel. I entirely missed it because I was Googling Gunbound. Oh, in the room with the whip cracks. I didn't know that you could Jiggy Jig skip in that room. I mean, I guess it makes sense if you, like, jump between them. Ooh, I thought Pixel was landing there. The angle that he beak bombed looked really straight. That looks fine. Oh, JJ missed the worm. Not that big of a deal though. He can always grab it on his way out. That was a really good winter for Pixel. Holy shit, that was a really big gold split. Oh, well, he's also comparing against his latest run again. But it was still a big gold split. Maybe not a big gold split, but it was a gold split. Or a rainbow split. By a second-ish. I don't think he has all the details for me to know that on his splits without just looking at it. Gib gold. Pixel's taking a long time to line up this egg shot for the flower. I guess better safe than sorry, really. Okay, checking in on JJ. Here, let's turn on his audio. Alright, he made it. Turn off the audio before he starts talking. Alright, so far no washies yet. I mean, we still need to see a couple more transformations. JJ's gotta be the bee, and Pixel's gotta be the croc. It's a great emote. I think it was the last race that I hosted where we saw Washi, or T-Rex into Washi from Eric's. JJ giving the howdy. This is his break time while chucking the worms. Alright, Pixel's B clip. Second try RBA. Alright, so it looks like Pixel's way ahead just because he's out, but again, Pixel has to do all of Bubble Gloop Swamp still. Meanwhile, JJ just has to do Winter and then go clean up his other levels. And all of his other levels are pretty quick, except for Gobies. Gobies is a little bit more involved. But, MM, Spiral, and, PxlWeezy Peak are all just kind of, you know, you enter the level, get one thing done, and then you're good to go. I feel like it's been a very long time since we've seen iJail. Ooh, I don't know how Pixel got that jiggy. I think he got, like, really lucky there. Alright, not a terrible RBA section. Clean coffin. You are very behind if you just saw his coffin. Also, his coffin was very not clean. He got the jiggy right away, but it was very dirty. JJ, get the note. Missed that one gold feather, but I don't think it'll be a problem. I don't really think JJ needs gold feathers for the rest of the run. Sarcophagus. That's like a screenshot worthy spelling mistake. And that's like, I'm just thinking of, you know, Porky Pig stumbling over his word and then just says a simpler word. Whoa, JJ! JJ! Oh my god, that was rough. Yeah. Clean sarcophagus, coffin. Oh, JJ. He kills the guy with an egg. Ooh, he's only got one. He's only got one health here. I don't like this. Man, I'm so worried for JJ. I mean, I guess he's death warping right here, so he kind of wants the 1 health. So yeah, from here he's fine. If he was on N64, he would have been just really, really struggling. It's all good now, yeah. Alright, just one more split left to go in CCW. The only reason I said CCW is because I had the letters like pictured in my head, like I was playing Elmo's Letter Adventure or something like that, and I manually removed the L. This is a curse, you guys, and I know I'm going to be made fun of it until the end of time. It's just not fair. I like that jump off the reed, I guess. Cattail onto the gold feather there, right at the blue Jinjo. I think that was Duck that came up with that. Either way, it always looks so cool. Alright, here we got Boob. See if JJ's Boob is going to be good enough. Alright, perfect. Alright, not the insta-fly into the coffin, but still second try Boob. Good enough. You really butchered that spelling. even Even people that don't know how to spell it would have seen how butchered that was. It just doesn't sound the same either, right? I can barely Google it. Yeah. I mean, in today's age, right, there's like auto spell check on browser, right? So if you spell a word wrong, it pops up with that little red line, and so you can kind of just punch it in and then, you know, right click. Did you mean, you know, this letter, that letter, or this word, that word? And you're like, okay, sure. But sometimes you spell a word so bad that the words that it offers don't even like make sense. Like, you don't see your word anywhere in that list, and you're just like, oh god, this is so bad. Yeah, mobile in general just sucks, so. Alright, they're both out of Click Clock Wood. So how are some of best doing right now, or best possible times? Pixel has the best possible time of 2:02:08. And JJ has the best possible time of 2:02:08. Their best possible times are both exactly the same. He lost time since he checked. Yeah, well now it's 2:02:09. So it's 1 second worse. But I mean, he's got a lot more splits going on than Pixel does. So we'll find out really what it's like after Pixel's bubble glue. But it is really, really close. and yeah, he will. He will for sure. I mean, Pixel still has to do Vile as well. And Vile is long AF. But then again, I mean, JJ has to do Gobies. And Gobies is a couple minutes. But then PxlWeezy isn't that bad. And I mean, not only are they like, you know, they're even, but I mean, things can also always go wrong during the end game as well. I mean, we all have seen the worst things happen to in Furnace Fun. It's kind of nice that they're doing opposite routes, right? So, I mean, normally it's like they're doing routes, we can't really compare. But because they're doing opposite routes, we can see that their splits say that their times are really close, but we don't really know. Like, there's still a bit of suspense, right? Because things can still happen in between. Whereas if they were running the same route, we'd be able to see, oh, they're ahead for sure. 100%. But then we wouldn't be able to see, like, the, you know, oh, now they're ahead, now they're ahead, now they're ahead, right? Like, we've seen a lot in the past. JJ's getting kind of lucky on the ancient ones. I guess not lucky there, because he's not going in that direction, but... Nice B out of bounds. Not to be confused with Brentilda out of bounds. Yeah. Having bad BGS just, like, really sucks. Even when it's not right at the very end of the run, it's always just so rough. Just because everything in the level takes forever to do. And then you have to do the really long minigame right at the end, and it's just, you know that you just have to power through it every time. It's like in Banjo-Tooie, like, I'd say a similar level is like JRL, Jolly Rogers. Just because when you're having a bad JRL, it's like, you're having a bad JRL, and then you know that at the end of the level you have to do Woopack Fack, which is just straight RNG. And then after that, you have to do, you know, the sub minigame, which is just a minute-long minigame. Yeah, and I mean, Pixel already had, like, 24 to save on this split, so... But, I mean, we could see JJ have a heart-to-heart with Dingpot. Yeah. That's what I figured. So, I mean, any loss to gold is a worst best possible time, right? So, and I mean, if that's the only thing we're comparing against the two of them... Because right now we got JJ running up against 202.13. Alright, it's time for PxlWeezy. I feel like there should be something special to spam during, like, B Boggy Race. Because, I mean, it's like, everyone's like, yeah, spam Wahey during the Boggy Race. But when you're the B, shouldn't there be something, like, else? Like, that doesn't sound dumb, like Buzz Hay? Spam your Buzz Haze. I guess there's B emotes, but it's just not the same. Whew. JJ do be dropping a lot of frames here. Alright, JJ doesn't land this time. I think he landed once in his race against Eric's. I think he raced Eric's. No, he raced Oxy. Pretty sure he landed in his race against Oxy. And it was like, really like... Alright, JJ on his way, gonna go grab the honeycomb. And then after that, it's just on the way to Furnace Fun. Meanwhile, Pixel still has to run and go grab his last Jinjo Jiggy. And Flibbits, I guess. Nice clean RBB Jiggy pickup. Alright, here it is. JJ's on the final stretch. JJ still has to skip a ton of text too. So there's that as well. But I mean, Pixel still has to make his way like all the way through the layer. Welcome all, Grunny is the name. Banjo's here to play my game. Rhyming Grunny is so funny. Ag movie, yep. Step on over to the square, press A to try it if you dare. Alright. Let's see if we get some good RNG here. Pixel praying for a screen question. And those loading times, so fast. I had to think about that one too. Okay. There's the screen question out of the way. Are we gonna get 2 in a row? Oh! Oh, okay, that's... Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, that's a hard question, but I guess if you pick low, it's usually fine. Alright, they're a furnace fun apart. All eyes turn to JJ. See if he gets Dingpot skip. And then I guess all eyes quickly turn back to Pixel to see if he gets a screen question. No dog skip. Can you dog skip on Xbox? Alright, there we go. Alright. Ooh, Pixel having trouble with Nimpulk here. Uh-oh! Grunny question. Okay, got it wrong. Man, that's so nerve-wracking. Grunny question on the death square. Zoink having nothing to do with the Grunny fight. Just sitting there listening to Grunny talk. Alright, it all comes down to the fight. Well, I guess it comes down really to the beak bomb phase. I think they're close enough to just let Pixel finish, so... Alright, there's a Wanna. There's a Tua. Oh, missed. Uh-oh. This is Pixel's time to come back. Okay, there's a 3-a. This last one he couldn't possibly miss. And I didn't mean that to try and curse it. I'm just saying, like, if you're missing the last Grunny Beak Bomb, like the 4th Beak Bomb, you're probably just... you should probably just lose anyway. Alright, nice Jinjo skip. All that remains is the soft lock, which may or may not exist on 160 or Xbox, sorry. Alright, that statue's good. That might miss. Those eggs did indeed miss. Those will hit. Very good. Alright, it looks like JJ is going to be your winner. Not to call it early. You never know what could happen, but... Unless he dies at Ginginator, but kind of hard to die with 7 health. Not that it hasn't happened before. At least Pixel got his Jinjo skip. Oh, we got the blast off too. Extra swag points. I mean, when I first started running BK, I died to Ginginator with double health, so... Alright, GG's 202.35. Let's go ahead and pull in JJ. Alright, GG's. Congratulations. Pixel, get out of here. You're not done yet.
I already know I was gonna lose.
That's okay. You still
Oh.
gotta wait. Anyway, GG's very close race.
Yeah. Yeah.
I deserve
saw.
to lose after that BGS.
You guys had
Oh damn.
you guys had exactly even best possible times after CCW. So
Oh wow.
yeah, it was really really close. And I mean,
Oh
even
my god,
then,
that
like,
winter was so monka.
there was a lot of Monka. Like, I mean, at the very end of the race, I mean, like Pixel said, his BGS was pretty Monka. Pixel getting a grunny question on the death square was pretty Monka.
Oh well, the funny part about that is actually I knew what.
All right, GG's for Pixel.
GG.
What were you guys saying?
I knew the answer to that grunty question.
Did you talk to
actually.
Brentilda? What?
No, I've answered that question a bunch.
Bro,
So I know.
Oh, is it this? No, I'm pretty sure it's
it's still random. So.
different every run.
Is it? Oh, every time that I get that question, I always know what it is.
Yeah, the
it's
grunny
It might be-
questions are random every time you start a file. So
But
Oh,
I'm
weird.
pretty sure some are higher likelihood, like specific answers as well.
Yeah, I mean the Furnace One calculator would tell you that there's a finite number of patterns, but I mean it
Either
could
way.
be anything really.
Keeps getting the
Man.
same pattern.
Either way, I like that run was pretty good up until. I mean, I kind of figured I was gonna lose an MMM early attempt, so
Yeah,
Oh, really? Damn.
I failed the very
It would have
very
been really
first-
close.
it was
I
a
failed the
really
very
fast
first-
fail though.
Yeah, it was like I failed the first pause, and I was like, "Fuck!" So then I went back and I got late frame, so it was fine after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't check in at all until Click Lock Wood, and then I realized, oh shit, it is really close.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, I
a
kept-
real nail biter. I mean, both
I
of you
keep-
guys were making mistakes, but you know, in your mid games. But I mean, like you were both kind of evening each other out with your mistakes.
My sloppiest levels were RBB and
BGS.
Gobies? Oh.
I
thought you were
guess
gonna say
I guess you
Gobies.
also fell once in summer as well.
yeah, that was a dumb fail, man. I tried getting in a town trot, but my button just got eaten, so I just slid right off.
Yeah.
So, it's really
I
I-
should have died in winter. I got so lucky.
Yeah, you did.
I
you
told
got,
him Winter,
you got very lucky. Yeah, JJ had 1 health at the honeycomb. Like
yeah,
at the
I
top of
beak
winter.
bombed by accident. You know the jiggy you beak bomb to after Erie?
Yeah.
And like you're supposed to roll down after it.
Yeah.
I beak bombed and I hadn't landed yet. So
Yeah.
that was almost
And then
catastrophic,
you
but
didn't flutter when you fell, and took more damage.
I didn't
on the
realize
stump.
I could. I thought I was still like tumbling out of what you call it?
Yeah, the
you know,
damage.
The bonk.
Yeah, I thought
After
you were
you
getting hit
tumble
by.
and
Oh man,
bump.
I thought you were gonna get sniped by the snowman snowball when you went to shoot the Carl with the eggs, because you got really close, tried to peck him, and then it like didn't. You know, you didn't want to get.
That's the one spot where pecking is not safe. I don't
Yeah.
trust it at all.
Yeah, and so then you just shot eggs, and I was like, he's getting hit by a snowball. There's no way. One place that I thought you got more lucky than anyone else was your last note in Water Pyramid, right before that death.
Oh yeah. Yep.
You remember that? Yeah. If you go back and watch it, Pixel, there's no way Banjo's hitbox should have ever collected that note before getting hit by the mummy. I don't know what
The only
happened.
reason I knew I got it is because I heard it.
I
heard the
we
note.
did the same thing. I saw you get the
Yep.
note, and I heard that you get the note, and I was like, how is that even possible? How? This is just
That's
like
funny.
absolutely
Dude,
dead.
There were a few. I don't know why, but there was like an ever-growing like voice in the back of my head that I said I forgot a note in MMM. I don't know why, and I knew exactly what spot it was too. That I thought that it was going to happen because it was right at the beginning, right when you dodge that bat after the jump pad, when you break the
Mhm.
first window.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
and I was
that
like-
one?
Yeah, well, so what happened was, like, I hit the corner. I saw it grab the note, so that's why I went to the jump pad again, because, like, I got stuck on the corner and I didn't get over the gutter. So I was like, oh, fuck, whatever. But for some reason, in my brain, it was like, you forgot that note. You forgot that. No. So literally, right when I went into the last window as the pumpkin, I zoomed out to like I zoomed out right before then, and the camera actually like oriented itself to where I could barely see above it. And I was like, oh, cool, didn't see it. And then for some reason, my brain didn't register that I didn't like see bottles talk to me, or that I got the. It's just the things you tune out. It's the things you tune out when you're running Banjo, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I mean, same thing for me kind of happened. I thought you missed a note in CCW as well. But I said this last race too. When you collect the note leaving the treehouse, you kind of leave that screen really fast after collecting that first note. And so the sparkle is still on screen when you leave. And I always think there's a note left behind, not like just having collected it.
Man, my winter was clean as fuck, man. I could have golded it by another second or two, but I missed a note on top of the treehouse in winter.
How much did you gold it by?
1 second.
I mean, 1
whatever.
second still pretty good.
Yeah, I think that puts my winter at like
I thought your TTC was pretty clean too. I was surprised that you lost as much time as you did there.
I was running against my last run.
Yeah, I knew that, but I thought
I was like I don't look at where my in level time is for I know why. Because I know why my TTS or TTC was not as good. Yeah, I've been first. But there was a couple things. I didn't get the token in the ship, so I had to swim back for it. And then I also
okay.
Yeah,
I missed that.
I also didn't get the beak bomb with the Jinjo and the honeycomb, which does lose you a little bit of
damage. I saw that. I knew that one. Yeah. I didn't think of having to I didn't think of having to swim around for the token again. I missed that. But other than the honeycomb beak bomb, the rest of the level looks super duper clean.
There were a few parts where like I was confused by clankers. I was like, first of all, how did I get that advanced bubble? And then I was so unbelievably sad
when you
that
missed the note.
The last note right after I went for the key. I was like, fuck. But I got a really good intermediate cycle, so whatever.
Yeah, JJ.
And then everything else was fine.
I think JJ
I don't know how I made that fast cycle.
I think JJ had like the best bolt jump I've like ever seen in a run in this race.
Oh yeah,
there was 0 frames of Banjo falling. It was straight from Talon Trot into fluttering. It was.
I've had a jump like that.
It's so beautiful.
I didn't even press the trigger. I knew that was gonna land straight on.
It's nice when you know that too, because like.
Yep.
I hate bolt jumps so fucking much, but.
Yeah, it was good.
I'm very prone to fluttering too early, and then just never getting a flutter.
The other thing that really sucked about it, my run, was like I think after I got into MMM, I was just bleeding time because like MMM was whatever.
Yeah, same.
MMM was like my average time. It was like a 10:30, which isn't great. But then like Gobies was bad. I fucking like.
Yeah, your first summoning the first ancient one a little early was pretty rough.
Well, so I turned the camera on purpose because I knew that the camera that I had leaving Jinxie was not going to get me the thing. So I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to see if I can get backup strat. And so I don't know why my camera got locked in that way. It really sucked because then it just doesn't allow me to get the good.
And then it took like 4 jumps to get up on his nose.
Yeah, I was like, dude, are you kidding? And then it happened again at the very end. I lost the last ancient one right at the end right there. And I was like, I kept like everything else wasn't terrible about Gobies. It was the very beginning, and then every muncher, I kept missing the jump back down to the floor.
Yeah,
my Gobies was terrible.
I think both of you guys had pretty struggle bus Gobies.
Yeah, I think I lost like 20-ish seconds in Gobies, which
sure
is shitty, but that's
I mean,
like what I would say.
It was like for every really good thing one of you did in a level, the other person like did something really bad, and same thing the other way around. Like, I mean, one thing that was really funny for me was watching JJ when you were at the end of the church, and then you picked up the Jiggy from the pot. Like,
oh my god!
Yeah, so JJ pooped the egg into the pot and then failed to like get on the gravestone like 3 times before falling onto the Jiggy. and then when you turned into the pumpkin, you started walking in that direction
Yep.
anyway, and then
Yeah.
suddenly turned away, and I was like, oh, he knows. He's doing the same movement.
Damn
God,
it,
that was
dude.
really funny.
I'm a bit bummed overall that I did lose and now it's my exit out of the tourney, but I did better
Top
than I
four.
thought
Hey.
I was going to do.
Well done.
Yeah, fourth
And,
place.
And I'm glad I was able to provide some good content for this last race.
Yeah, you did.
Oh God, both of you provided excellent content.
Yeah, you made it a good race.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Yeah.
The only thing is man, it would have been much tighter if I did not have anywhere as shitty BGS as I did. I think if I
Yeah.
had
Damn,
like
was
a
it that
normal,
bad?
Yeah, it was
really
pretty bad.
I
Wait,
lost
what was your
like
final time?
2:03:42 is what I
yeah.
stopped it at.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
not great. I lost like probably a minute in BGS.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
would have
was-
been
it
pretty
was a lot.
much.
I mean,
Yeah, it was.
JJ almost brought it back a couple times in BGS. Like, you almost fell off the huts twice, and I was like,
Oh my god.
yeah,
Dude,
like,
Wait,
so-
twice? I
Yeah.
only recall one time.
well, the first time was when you were jumping up to the hut that has the notes in it. It looked like you were gonna miss that one, and it wasn't that close, but I mean, I thought you were going
Oh.
off. And then the one at the
Oh my God,
very
yeah, the
top,
last one.
when you rat-a-tat to get up there, it was like the third
Yep.
rat-a-tat that like
That
got
would not
you
have
up.
worked on N64. Xbox is more lenient with
Yeah.
rat-a-tat jumps.
That's
that was very
I already
fortunate.
was yelling like, "Oh my God, he's falling!" and then you didn't fall, and I was like, I don't know. I
gotta
guess
watch that
I'm
back.
just. Yeah.
One of the things.
This will be a good race to watch back.
So JJ, everything that went wrong in my BGS was the very first thing was the huts. I actually so everything was going fine, but then the moment that you get that Croctus and you jump to the witch switch,
Yep.
same scenario as what happened in CCW. I got in the talent trot and then it just went right off the edge.
Oh.
Fell right off, and I was like, cool, gotta go all the way back up. I'm like, all right, this is terrible but doable. I also lost a gold feather because I was trying to get in a talent trot, and then you know how well, I don't know if this happens to you on Xbox, but it's pretty apparent on N64.
Oh, I got
Get
you.
into
yeah.
talent trot, you turn the camera a bunch, but it doesn't get you in a talent trot, and so you're
Randomly
like,
uses
oh,
a gold feather.
yes, because you're trying to then overcorrect the camera, and then boom, there goes a gold feather because talent trot didn't activate. Fuck, man.
I have grown out of the habit to turn in the camera while entering town. It is the same on Xbox,
Okay.
and I don't know. I've just trained myself to be much more careful in that. That's why I usually use what would be like RB if I'm turning the camera at all while entering talent shot.
Yeah.
That's a good way to do it. And then so because I had bad gold feather management, I was like, well, I can't do the gold feather strat, so I'm just gonna go into the maze and just do what I can. And then I had the worst fucking turtle RNG, and my dyslexia kicked in, and I didn't type the codes right. And I was like,
no.
I was like, what? No! And so I had to talk to Tip Top again to get the goddamn code. All the turtles are bad.
Yeah.
All of the turtles are bad. So I choked so hard in BGS and definitely deserved to lose because of that. So
It must have been so close then. Oh my god. It
Yeah.
would have been so
I mean,
close.
like I said, your guys' best possible times, entering BGS for Pixel and entering PxlWeezy Peak for you, were basically even.
Wow.
yeah, if we probably
They were when you left Spiral Mountain, you had a 20209 and Pixel had a 20208, and they were even before you left Spiral. So, after Mumbo's for you, they were even.
Yep. That would make sense. That
You
checks
had a
out.
really good run then, JJ, because you were only what, 20-ish seconds off your PB?
No, I ended 46 seconds off my PB.
Yeah.
But
still really good.
still, I mean,
Still, that's pretty good for a race.
yeah. Oh yeah, that'd be a PB if we did this on Monday. So
If I didn't fucking fall in summer and not had the atrocious fucking BGS, I could have easily gotten 200. Like,
Yeah.
And didn't fail MMM early. You would have.
well, no,
Had a
I still
2-0.
probably would. Well, I would have had a sub 2 if that happened. But like, I had a 200 locked down if I had not fallen
Yeah.
in summer because I got robbed, dude. I got so robbed from that summer fall, and then like, if I had just not choked, if I had
Yeah,
just
I
not
mean-
choked BGS and had just like my normal BGS, easy 2-0. So.
Yeah. Oh well. It's coming soon. The quest for sub 2 continues.
Sure does.
It's
I'll
going-
be back tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to be coming
Oh, boy.
soon. So Pixel's out of the tournament, but he's not out of streaming BK. So follow with the link in the stream title. Twitch.tv/PxlWeezy. Spam some nice text-to-speech copy pasta.
Yeah.
Adam
yeah.
has to Is it time based on how Adam mispronounces things, or is it a certain number of words? Because I can't figure it out.
He just breaks all the time. You just spam
But
a
it
word with a
seems like
couple-
it's fine until a certain number of words, and then all of a sudden it's just.
Sometimes he'll just break, man. He'll just break easily.
I actually
turned
feel
him
like
back on.
if you do less text, he'll bug out more often. Like if you type one word, chances are he's not reading that out correctly.
Yeah.
Adam is very interesting.
I just turned him back on, so you have a few seconds. Show what Banjo race.
Well, I got your stream muted anyway, so.
There you go. He's not. He
Anyways.
breaks immediately.
So yeah, JJ, you'll be moving on to the loser final match. You'll be racing the loser of Schlongster versus Miam, which should be happening Friday night at 8 p.m. Pacific. If Zoink
Oh, boy.
gets all his stuff set up, so should be hype.
You better win against Schlongster, JJ, and then it's you versus me.
Oh, yeah, come on, man. That's gonna be a blowout. I don't know.
If you think you were nervous now, just wait until you race me, because you're definitely beating Schlongster.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, I don't know.
again, their times aren't like too different. I mean, Schlongster's got a 1:59:57 and Miam's got a 1:58:45. So, I mean, they're both about a minute different.
You have to consider consistency and lack of play from Schlongster's end.
Yeah, Schlongster's not doing himself any favors by,
He knows
getting
he's-
sub 2 a little early
Yeah.
and stop playing.
You know he's gonna be losing against me. I'm like, I want that guy to win. I always am rooting for Schlongster, but ain't happening.
I mean, Miam do be grinding, so.
I would say Miam would have to die for him to have any chance. I'm gonna keep
In
it 100.
CCW. In CCW.
I love saying that, but it's always so rude.
Alrighty, you guys.
That's Schlongster.
Let's
Okay.
let's end this because I gotta go make dinner.
Yep.
so.
I
Alright.
was about to say, are either of you gonna keep streaming? But I guess you just answered that for me.
Yeah.
Let's see who's.
I think I'm going off.
Is Thunder still live? We should do a triple raid on Thunder and freak him the hell out.
I don't.
I don't think he is.
See.
Nope. He's not.
He is
No.
not.
Oh, TSR is doing the Banjo-Kazooie hotfix on Games Done Quick.
There you
So-
go. Let's triple raid games done quick.
Wait, what? I didn't even know that was happening.
Yeah. So
All right.
go ahead, raid Games Done Quick. I posted it in the announcement channel of the BK Discord during your guys' race. So
I see.
yeah. All right. So anyway, go cheer on TSR. If oh yeah, I think they got follower chat. So go follow. Send TSR love. He's running at GDQ in a little bit. So anyway, that's it for us. Tune in on Friday night for Miam versus Schlongster. Bye.
GG's again, JJ.
See y'all soon. GG's.